Hello, good morning students. I am Dr. P. Sivaprasad. So, Associate Professor of Mathematics, the Department of Science and Humanities, in the Division of Mathematics. Welcome to the series of the lecture. In my previous lecture, so we have to discuss some of the important concepts on the trigonometry and the basic properties and the principles. This we have to see in the previous lecture. Today onwards, the continuation of that, whatever we have to learn in that session. So we have to do some of the basic problems on that, what you have to learn. Okay, in this session you have to learn that one. So please see this, at the end of this session, the student may be able to understand the concept of the angle and identify its sign and the type. And the student have to learn how to convert the angle into the degrees and the radians to the degrees likewise, and vice versa, and convert the measure of an angle from radians to degree and the degrees to radians, and evaluate the trigonometric ratios associated with an acute angle of the right angle triangle. That means in the given data, so an information is to be given if the angle is to be acute angle and along with the right angle triangles. In that, so we have to find the remaining trigonometric ratios. These concepts you have to see after completion of this session. Now, solve the right angle triangle if we given two sides are one acute angle and a side. Okay, in the problem that having, so that is two sides are one angle is to be given along with the side, then we have to find the remaining ratios. These concepts you have to learn after completion of this session. Now, so determine the domain and the range of the trigonometric functions. Before going to do the problems, so we have to learn the domains and the codomains and the range. Codomains means that is nothing but of the range of all the trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos, tan, and cosecant, secant, cot. So where it should be exist, that is called the domains. And the range means whatever the values we have to give the input, so it may be gives, that is called the range set. Okay, so for all the trigonometric functions, what are the domains? Here we have to see this. So this is the unit circle. This is the unit circle. So in that, this is the unit circle. In that, so that means x square plus y square. So x square plus y square is equal to 1. So in that, have to put x equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. X equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. In place of this, I have to write this one as to be, so r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta is equal to 1. Because in place of x by r cos theta and y by r sin theta, this value have to substitute here. And from those two terms, I have to take r square has to be common. R square into cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, this already you have to know the trigonometric identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Therefore, from that, so r square into 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, r square equal to 1, then r is equal to plus or minus of 1. The meaning of that one is the radius of the circle that always to be positive. We cannot consider r is to be the negative. That means here r is to be the plus 1. The meaning of that one is the radius is to be 1. So here have to take from this origin to the, this is the coordinate plane, x axis and the y axis. The horizontal lines always you have to consider as x axis, and the vertical lines always you have to consider as the y axis. So in that, so one unit I have to consider is as the radius. Along with I have to draw a circle. So from this, so this is called the unit circle. All of you catch your point? In that, so this is called as the theta. So this is the already we have to learn all those things, that is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So that is in the previous sessions that already we have to discuss that one. So in that, this is called as the acute angle. Acute angle is nothing but of the angle made with the positive x-axis, so is less than 90 degrees. That is called the acute angle only. So and the remaining angle is called as the obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Okay. So in that, so this is the positive x-axis. In that here the y coordinate value is equal to 0 because the point is to be lies on the x-axis. And also here the point is to be lies on the y-axis, therefore the meaning of that one is x coordinate value is equal to 0. In that similar way, so the point is to be lies in the negative side of the x-axis, therefore here also y coordinate value is also equal to 0. And here also the point is to be lies in the negative side of the y-axis, therefore here the x coordinate value is equal to 0. Well, if you catch my point. Now, so in that, so here along the y-axis, so that means the unit is equal to y. Here had to take, so this value is to be, here had to take, this value is to be, so this value is to be y and this value is to be x. Because had to consider, so the opposite side of the acute angle is to be y and the adjacent side is to be the, that is equal to, so x. So from that, what we have to say that sin theta is equal to y. Why? Because we have to call it as what we had to learn in the previous lecture. Sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That already had to know that. That is y by r. Sin theta is equal to y by r. Then this y value had to consider as y by r value is to be 1. That means that is equal to sin theta equal to y. And also cos theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is equal to x by r, that is equal to, so cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is equal to x by r. That means this is equal to x by 1 equal to x. And already these trigonometric ratios already what you have to know that. So tan theta equal to, so that is sin by cos, therefore this is equal to y by x. Here the denominator values must be not equal to 0. And cosecant theta is the reciprocal of the sin theta, that is equal to 1 by y. Here the condition is to be y values must be not equal to 0. And secant theta is equal to 1 by cos, that is equal to, so here x value is not equal to 0. And the cot theta equal to reciprocal of the tan, that means that is x by y. Here the y values must be not equal to 0. I'll have to catch your point. So in that, so the domain of the sine function is the set of all the real numbers. Here the set of all the real numbers always represented the letter of capital R. Please all of you keep in your mind. Now in which, so the values are to be taken minus infinity to minus 2, minus 1 and 0, 1, 2 and plus infinity. All of you catch your point. Now this is the real number system. So whatever the values you have to consider, all those values you have to take it as to be sine. That is why the sine function, the domain of the sine function is to be the real number systems, R, capital R. Similarly, the domain of the cos function is also the set of all the real numbers. That means the meaning of that one is whatever the values you have to consider in the real number system, those values are to be applicable to take the values in sine and cos functions. Similarly, the domain of, please all of you, please keep in your mind, what is the domain? These are to be asking for 1 mark. What is the domain of the sine function? What is the domain of the cos function? That means the real number system R is called the domain set of the sine function, and the domain set of the cosine function is to be R is also. Okay, in that. Similarly, the domain of the tangent function is the set of all the real numbers except the odd multiple of 90 degrees. So how we have to consider this one as tan 90. So how we have to evaluate that already learned in the previous class. So that means tan 90 means sin 90 by cos 90. Okay, here pi by 2, that may be called it as 90 degrees. That means the conversion. So pi means 180 degrees. Pi means 180 degrees. In the trigonometry, you have to consider like this. So pi by 2 means that is 180 by 2. 180 by 2, that equal to 90 degrees. That means how we have to know, find the values 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 30 degrees. These values you have to see in the previous class. What is the sin 90 value? That already have to know that. Sin 90 value is to be 1 and cos 90 value is to be 0. 1 by 0 means that is nothing but of the infinity. All of you catch your point? Because here, so except the case of odd multiples, that means pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, whatever that may be considered like that. That is called the odd multiples of the pi by 2. In all the cases, the tan value takes the infinity. Because domain set means that is the only finite set. Suppose here, what value you have to consider, that is to be the odd multiples of the pi by 2 is to be 90 degrees. Then in that we cannot fit the infinite set into the finite set only. That is why except the cases of the domain set of the tangent function is to be, so the real numbers except the multiples of pi by 2. That is r minus of that is n pi by 2, where n is running from the odd values 1, 3, 5, so on, like that we have to consider. Similarly, so the domain of the secant function is the set of all the real numbers except the odd multiples of the pi by 2 here also. So secant of pi by 2. That means what we have to consider, this is secant 90 degrees. Secant 90 degrees. So in that secant 90 degrees means how we have to write the reciprocal values cos 90. Here also cos 90 value is 1 by 0. Here also that is to be infinity. That means we cannot fit into the finite value, so we cannot fit the infinite set into the finite set only. That means the domain set of the secant function is also r minus of the values which may be excluded the n multiples of pi by 2, where n is to be the odd numbers. Now, so the domain of the cotangent function is the set of all the real numbers except the integers multiples of pi. Because how we have to take, that is cot pi value. Cot pi means that is cos pi by sin pi. Cos pi by sin pi. So pi is nothing but of 180 degrees. Therefore that is cos pi value is, cos pi is equal to, how we have to write cos of pi means cos of 180 degrees. That is equal to, how we have to write, that is cos of 180 degrees means 90 plus 90. 90 plus 90. That already had to learn in the previous lecture. So then 90, at 90 degrees cos will be changed to sin 90 degrees. Cos will be changed to sin 90 degrees. Now, so this is 90 plus theta is to be second quadrant. That already had to learn. That is all silver teacups. All silver teacups. Okay, this principle you have to learn in the previous class only. So again I have to repeat that one. Silver means that is sine and the cosine function, only positive in the second quadrant. T means that is tangent and cotangent both are to be the positive, remaining all the trigonometric ratios are to be the negative. And cups means cos and secant values only the positive, remaining all are to be the negative terms. So here cos value is to be there. That means, so in the second quadrant cos will be the negative. That means this is equal to minus of sin 90. Minus of sin 90. Then this is cos minus of sin 90 value is to be minus 1. All of you catch your point. Now, so sin pi is equal to, so sin of so 180 degrees. This may be written as sin of 90 plus 90. At 90 degrees sin will be changed to cos 90, and 90 plus theta is to be the second quadrant. In second quadrant sin is to be positive. That already had to learn. So here cos 90 value is to be 0. Then automatically what about this cos pi value is minus 1 by sin pi value is to be 0 again. Here also we will get, so that is minus of infinity. If you have to take x value is to be the plus pi. So along the integers multiples, that is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, like that we have to consider. So in that way, so the set is the domain of the cotangent is to be real numbers except the integer multiples of pi. Okay. Now similarly the domain of the cosecant that is function is the set of all the real numbers except the integer multiples of pi. In that similar way, this is also to be applicable to, so cosecant 180 degrees, that is equal to, how we have to write, that is 1 by sine 180 degrees. So this is equal to 1 by sine 180 means that is 1 by sine of 90 plus 90, that is equal to 1 by sine will be changed to cos 90. So that is sine 90 plus theta is to be second quadrant sine is to be positive. Then this is 1 by cos 90, 1 by cos 90 that is equal to 1 by 0 that is equal to infinity. That is equal to infinity. That means here the range of the domain of the coset function is to be the set of all the real numbers except the case of the integer multiples of pi. Okay, now. So this is the tabular form that I have to give in. So sine and cos functions, the domain set is to be real numbers. And so here the range value means whatever the values you have to give in for x, the values are to be obtained, that is called the range set. That means the range of sine and cos function must be oscillates in between -1 to 1. That is why the range of the sine and cos function is to be -1 to +1. And also, so tan theta is all the real numbers except the odd integer multiples of the pi by 2. Clarification point. Now, similarly, so cosecant theta is cosecant. This tan and secant theta both are to be the same, and also cosecant and cot both are to be the same. So that means here what you have to consider r minus of n into pi by 2, where n is to be the odd. Similarly, this is r minus of n pi. Here n is to be the integer values, and this is r minus of n into pi by 2, and this is r minus of n pi. Clarification point. So these are to be asking for the 1 mark bits, range and domain sets. This is R. Okay, please all of you keep in your mind. And these are also important for competitive examinations also. GATE and GRE TOEFL. Likewise, the problems are to be asking for what is the range of sine function, what is the range of the cos function, what is the range of tan, cot, cosecant, secant. Likewise, these problems are to be asking for 1 mark. Please all of you keep in your mind. This table is very, very important for all of us. Okay. Now, so determine the period of the trigonometric function. So this is the second concept. Periodicity means whatever the value we have to add it to the amplitude will get the same value. So whatever the added quantity is called as the periodicity. The process is called the periodicity. Whatever which number is to be added, that is called the period of the trigonometric function. Okay, this is the basic information about the periodicity. So please all of you see this. This is sine of theta plus 2 pi k. This is called the amplitude. Please all of you keep in your mind. So for that amplitude, what number we have to add it, we will get the same value. That added quantity is called the period of the given trigonometric ratio. That means here, so this is called as f of theta plus pi. We have to assume that this one has to be either sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot. Likewise, you have to assume for the trigonometric function, I have to add sum of the value, that is p. So we will get the same value f of theta. In place of, I have to assume that this is so sine of theta. So for this or sine of 30 degrees. Sine of 30 degrees. So that means this sine of 30 degrees I have to consider as, so sine of 30 degrees will get the same value. On which value you have to add it to this? Suppose, so here sine 30 I had added, so that is 90 degrees. 90. That means this value is equal to sine of 120. So how we have to find out this sine of 120 value? Sine of 90 plus 30. At 90 degrees, sine will be changed to cos 30 degrees. 90 plus theta means second quadrant sine is to be positive. Then this is cos 30. So then cos 30 value is, that is sine 60, that is root 3 by 2. Clarification point. So for this, but here what is the sine 30 value? 1 by 2. Sin 30 value is to be 1 by 2. That already you have to learn in the previous classes. So, but here we will get root 3 by 2. That means we cannot consider as 90 degrees as the periodicity of the given function. Well, if you catch your point. Here, I have to take the same example. So, sine of, so 30 plus, sine of 30 plus, here what we have to call it as 2 pi k. That means we have to take k as to be the integer, k is equal to 1. That means 2 pi means, so 2 pi, for I have to take k values to be 1. So then this is the sine of 30 plus 2 pi. 2 pi means pi is 180 degrees. 2 pi means 2 into 180 degrees, that is 360 degrees. Therefore, this value is to be 360. This value is to be 360. That means this is a sine of, so 360 plus 30 means that is 390 degrees. 390 degrees. Here we have to find out the value for 390. That means the meaning of this one is sine of, so 360 plus 30. That means you have to find the value for sine of 390 degrees. That already you have to know the principle, that is this value is to be 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, and this is 180 minus theta, and this is 180 plus theta, and 270 minus theta, and this is 270 plus theta, and 360 minus theta, and this is 360 plus theta. That already had to know in the previous classes. All of you catch your point. Now we have to assume that 360 plus theta, that is in the form, then the trigonometric ratio is to be lies in the first quadrant only. All of you catch your point. That means for that, so that is so at 360 degrees the sign will be changed to sine only, because the at 2 pi that means at 0 degrees and 180 degrees and to 360 degrees, sine will be changed to sine only. Therefore, this value is to be sine 30. Sine 30. Because here, so here in the example what we have to consider, that is to be sine 30 only. What quantity here we have to add, that is 2 pi. So here we will get the same value. Here we will get the same value. All of you catch your point. That means whatever the quantity is to be added to this amplitude of the trigonometric ratio, then that added quantity is called the period of the given trigonometric ratio. Okay. So that is why, please all of you see this. So the sine and cos functions, have the periodicity is to be 2 pi, and the remaining all the trigonometric ratios, rest of the trigonometric ratios, that is cosecant, secant, tan, cot, all of the trigonometric ratios, that is the periodicity is to be pi. Please all of you keep in your mind. Except sine and cos only the periodicity is 2 pi, and the remaining trigonometric ratios are to be pi. Okay. So now please say this. This is sine of theta plus 2 pi is equal to sine theta. Similarly, cos of theta plus 2 pi is equal to, so that is cos theta, same. And here tan of theta plus pi is equal to tan theta. Okay. So and the reciprocals, the reciprocals also have the trigonometric periodicity is to be 2 pi also. So that is here also. So secant of theta plus 2 pi. Secant of theta plus 2 pi have the periodicity is to be 2 pi again. But except the cases of the tangent and the cot, these two are the reciprocals to each other, the periodicity is to be pi. That means what you have to conclude that, so the sine theta function and cos theta function and the reciprocals of the sine, that is cosecant theta, and the reciprocal of the cos theta having the periodicity is to be 2 pi. Whereas the tangent and the reciprocal of the tangent having the periodicity is to be pi. Please all of you keep in your mind. These to be a very, very important gate examination point of view also. Okay. So please all of you keep in your mind. So these are to be asking for 1 mark. What is the periodicity of the sine function? What is the periodicity of the cos? What is the periodicity of the tangent? What is the periodicity of the cotangent? Likewise, the problems are to be asking. Now, determine the signs of the trigonometric functions in a given quadrant. So this is the next content. Please say this. Here, what you have to take the examples. So sin theta is equal to y. That means here px comma y be any point on the unit circle, and y is to be along the y axis and x is to be along the x axis. Here y is to be less than 0. Here I have to take the example is to be y is to be less than 0 and cos theta value is to be that is equal to x greater than 0. Then so that means the point is to be lies in the fourth quadrant of the coordinate plane. Therefore, so here sin theta value is to be less than 0. Here what I have to say that is all silver tea cups. All silver tea cups. This is plus plus and this is minus plus and this is minus minus and this is plus minus. All of you catch my point. Now here what we conclude that here x value is to be greater than 0 and y value is to be less than 0. That means here the point is must be lies on the fourth quadrant of the coordinate plane. In that the cos and the inverse of the cos both are to be the positive, remaining all the trigonometric ratios are to be negative. All of you catch my point. So by using of that here tan theta value and cot theta value is to be less than 0 and secant theta value is to be greater than 0 and also cosecant theta value is also to be less than 0. Now in the first quadrant, so once again I have to recapitalize whatever the contents you had to learn. So in the previous class for doing the problems on that purpose. In the first quadrant sin cos, so cos theta, secant theta and tan theta, cot theta all are to be positive. Please all of you keep in your mind. So that means the first quadrant that may be represents as plus plus. In the second quadrant only the sine function and the sine and the cosecant functions are to be positive. Whatever the remaining trigonometric ratios all are to be the negative. So here also this is to be the negative, this is to be the negative. In the second quadrant that may be taken as minus comma plus. In the third quadrant had to take both are to be the negative values, minus minus. In that sine cosecant are to be the negative and cos secant are to be the negative, but tan and cot are to be the positive values. Next in the fourth quadrant that is plus comma minus. In that sine cos theta cosecant theta are to be the negative and cos theta secant theta are to be the negative and tan theta cos theta and secant theta are to be the positive and tan theta cot theta are to be the negative. Okay. Now so these are the contents what you have to learn in the previous lectures. So in that so please all of you see this, look at the board, that is this diagram already you had to send in the previous class only. Okay. Now coming to the problems, whatever the contents you have to learn, this is the problem number 1. So find the quadrant in which an angle theta lies. So here so if sin theta is greater than 0 and cos theta is less than 0, name the quadrant in which the angle theta lies. Here the problems are to be like asking like this only. Okay. Please see this. Here sin theta is to be greater than 0. Sin theta is to be greater than 0. So the value of y must be positive. The value of y must be positive. So the angle must be in the first quadrant or the second quadrant. Please all of you see this. So in that the value of y is to be positive. Here the value of y is to be positive in the first and second quadrants only. All of you catch your point. Now and also next, if cos theta is to be less than 0, the x value must be negative, so that the angle must be in the second or so third quadrant. Please all of you see this. So where the negative value is to be, x value is to be negative. That means in the second and third quadrant only the negative terms. So therefore in both of the cases, which quadrant is to be occurs repeatedly, that is so second quadrant. Therefore this is the angle lie in the second quadrant only. All of you catch your point. So likewise you have to ask we have to do the problem as to be solution. Now, so find the value of the trigonometric functions using the fundamental identities. That means whatever the contents we have to use in the previous. So here cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. That means have to say that both are to be the multiplicative, so reciprocals to each other. Okay, that means sin theta into cosecant theta is equal to 1. that already you have to learn. Reciprocals to each other. Similarly, so secant theta into so cos theta is equal to 1. Secant theta into cos theta is equal to 1. Similarly, cot theta into tan theta both are to be equal to 1. How we have to write? This is sin theta into cosecant theta means that is equal to sin theta into cosecant theta. How we have to write? 1 by sin theta. 1 by sin theta. Here sin theta both are to be cancelled. That means we may be getting that is 1. Similarly, so cos theta into so secant theta, that is equal to so cos theta into here this secant theta I have to write, this one has to be 1 by cos theta. Here cos theta both are to be cancelled, that is equal to 1 again. Similarly, so tan theta into cot theta, that is equal to so tan theta into cot theta I have to write, this one has to be 1 by tan theta. So here tan theta both are to be cancelled, that is equal to 1. That means so sin and cos are the reciprocals to each other, cos and secant are the reciprocals to each other, and tan and cot are the reciprocals to each other. Okay. Therefore, the quotient identities, that is why these are called as the quotient identities. Here tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta and cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. Now, the second problem is so finding the exact values using the identities when sine and cosine are to be the given in the problem. Okay, here the problem is to be asking this. So given that sin theta is equal to root 10 by 10 and cos theta is equal to 3 root 10 by 10, find the values of each of other 4 remaining trigonometric functions of theta. All of you catch my point? Here, please all of you observe this. By using the given data, what is the quadrant of theta is to be lies, that you have to find here. Here in both of the cases, sine and cos both are to be the positive. That means the theta is to be lies in the first octant of the coordinate plane. That you have to keep in your mind. So in that tan theta is equal to, how we have to write? So tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. So that means what is the sin theta value is to be given? Root 10 by 10 by, so cos theta value is to be 3 root 10 by 10. Here 10 both are to be cancelled. That means so root 10 by, so that is 3 root 10.